Sexual violence is shockingly common in our society. According to A to Z Professional Counseling and Support Center, nearly 1 in 4 women in Uganda have been raped or sexually assaulted at some point in their lives, often by someone they know or trust. Take the story of Ruth, not her real names, who says she was raped at the age of 17 while in Senior 5. She says a man who was her cousin's boyfriend turned tables against her one cold evening. With teary eyes, Ruth narrates her ordeal.
One time, I went to school in the morning. I left home with her. She said, I'm going to the place of that guy. If you come back, you will find me there. I just entered. I thought she was inside. Entering, he locked the door. He was like, I wanted you, I didn't want her. So, I guess you have to accept my request. I said, I cannot love you because you're in love with my cousin. Then he said, if it's not today, then you're not getting out of the house. I tried to shout, he grabbed me. Then he said, if you don't accept to love me like by choice, like I decide, he's going to just use me. I cried, I shouted, but then it reached some extent. He just forced me. I went back home crying. I found my grandmother. She asked me, what happened? She saw blood. I told her about it.
While everyone at her home was shocked about the unfortunate incident, they did not take a step to report to police since the perpetrator had been providing for the family.
I kept quiet. My judge also kept quiet because she didn't want the mother of my cousin to know about it, because that guy was giving some of the school requirements to that girl. So if her mother knew about it, they will do something wrong. So we kept quiet, and I didn't go to the hospital. I stayed home.
Ruth, who realized that she was pregnant with 1 week to sit for her Senior 6 final exams, was denied entry into school. The incident reportedly killed her dream of becoming a lawyer.
They didn't want to see me, and after realizing that I was pregnant, at the same time, they knew that the other one was also pregnant. 2 people at the same time from 1 man.
The incident changed her perception about men and how she looked at men, and once she gave birth to a girl child, she knows how to protect her jealously to avoid the recurrence of what happened to her.
I'll teach her from the young age, from now where she is, never to trust any man, never to be close to any man when she's alone.
Ali Male, a psychologist, says rape usually goes unnoticed in society as many females continue to fall prey. He adds that rape victims need to be treated well, shown love and comforted, as it's the only way that will get them out of their situation.
We also help them to remove the unnecessary labels that they put to themselves. For example, they label themselves as unlucky people, as people who have been, who have gotten injustice. So we try to retract these labels so that they can now see themselves positively and face the world.
Jamson Karemani, the judiciary's public relations officer, says rape is criminal and punishable by law.
Now, rape is a very serious offense, which in our laws, the maximum sentence is death. The person who has committed that offense can be sentenced to death. The purpose of reporting to police is to obtain a form which will enable you to be examined by the medical personnel. And in that process, we advise that you should not have taken any, you don't bathe, because bathing will lead to tampering with the evidence, which the medical personnel will be looking for.
Most don't realize this, but the problem seems to be growing by leaps and bounds. According to the latest edition of the annual police report, 1,580 rape cases were reported in 2018. Comparatively, 1,335 cases of rape were reported in 2017, while 1,494 cases were reported in 2016. East Choga region reported the highest number of rape cases in the country, with 202 cases registered. Aswa registered 142 rape cases, while the Alberton region saw 122 cases, among others. Amuria district registered 177 rape cases. Kakumiro district saw 86 cases registered. Nuoya 84 cases. In 2018, 1,580 cases were reported. A total of 644 cases were prosecuted, and out of these, only 6 secured convictions. However, 1 case saw an acquittal, while 7 cases were dismissed, and 620 are still pending in court. In 2018, Kampala Metropolitan North registered the highest number of rape cases with 108 registered. Olivia Komgisha, NTV.